Well, hello, welcome back to our channel, although our channel seems to be more my channel at the minute. Sean will be making an appearance again at some point in the future, just not right now. So today I am going to be discussing the Elvie breast pump. And this video is not sponsored, not an ad. I bought this with my own money. And yeah, I just thought I'd give a review on it. I have my list of things here. I've got my pros list and my cons list. This is the pros and this is the cons, just as a little sneak peek on what I think of it. So before I get into my list, I should just quickly run through what the Elvie pump is, how it works. So basically the Elvie pump is a breast pump. It sits in your bra and expresses milk for you. The selling point of this is that it sits in your bra. You don't have to hold it like you do other breast pumps. Yeah, it just sits in your bra. It doesn't suction onto anything, but it's hands-free essentially is what the selling point is, and it is hands-free, and I can't fault it for that because it is hands-free. And yeah, that is it. Because obviously you're wearing it, you can't really see how much it's expressing. If you use another breast pump, usually it's like a bottle that hangs off your breast, so you can see how much you're expressing. With this one, you do need to download an app with it, which will then tell you, it's very smart, I will give it that. It does tell you how much you have expressed on the app, so you don't have to keep looking at this, which is very clever. I don't know how that works, but it is very smart in that sense. Yeah, so that is how the Elvie breast pump works. So that's it there. There you go. Anyway, let me get into the cons first, of the problems with this item, because they're the more interesting ones and I've got more to talk about because there are more cons. So yes, first things first, it is too expensive. Honestly, it is not worth the price of £250. I actually am a bit disgusted at the cost of it because I don't agree with the price. I don't think £250 is reasonable. I don't think it's fair on people to expect people to pay £250 if you can't afford it. You know what you're supposed to do if you if you want it, you can't afford it, because it's not cheap at all. We actually bought ours for £200 because I bought mine from Mamas and Papas, and they had a deal on when I purchased it where if I spent £250 I would get £50 off my total basket. And actually the Elvie is actually £249, so they were sneaky, but I just put something in my basket which was like, I think it was wrapping paper for £1.99 or something, so I put that in my basket. It made the total £151, so I got my £50 off. And I also went through Quidco, which is a cashback website, which you should be using for everything you buy in life. If you buy online, go through Quidco. It is the best cashback website that I use, that I think is just amazing. If you're not using it, why not? I'll leave a link to Quidco down below, just because if you're not using it, you should be. It's incredible. It's the best cashback website ever. Okay, use it. Anyway, I use cashback for this as well. I'm not sure how much I got back off it, but I would have got a percentage of the cost back. Could have been £3, could have been £5. Either way, I didn't spend £250 on this breast pump. Good. Although £200 is still too much money. I would say it's probably worth about £115 max. I can't imagine why it's £250. Next con is you need the app to make this work properly. The app will tell you how much milk you've expressed. Problem is it doesn't always connect to the app. I had a period of a couple of months where it would not connect to the app. I tried everything. I deleted the app, I reinstalled the app, I turned this off and on, you know, I did everything I thought necessary to do to get it to work. In the end, I couldn't get it to work, and the only way I could do it to see how much was in there is I had to sort of like look myself in the mirror basically to see how much was in there. Now it is fixed. I had to contact the Elvie customer service team and they gave me a list of troubleshooting points to go through, and it now does work, it does connect, which is good. But for £250, you'd expect these sort of things to be seamless. You know, I don't understand how you can market something at that cost and it not to work perfectly. A lot of the points I'm going to say will come back to the cost quite a lot of times, because like I said, if something's going to cost £250, it needs to work smoothly. Simple as that, to be honest. My biggest gripe of all with the Elvie breast pump is how expensive the accessories are. This is the pump. It's very easy to assemble, so that's a pro. So that's a nipple guard here, This is a piece of plastic or silicone that does something with the pumping, I'm not sure what. And then the bit that collects milk is here, and then you have little spout and stuff there. And so it all clicks together very easily. Done. So that's great. The con is that all these individual pieces of plastic cost money. Obviously, when you order the product, all of it comes together, so you haven't got to buy all these bits. It all does come together, except one important part of it. Something I didn't realise is that the single breast pump which I purchased, which is just the one, you can buy a double, which is £450. Who has £450 knocking around to spend on a breast pump? Not me. So I bought the single one for £200, which, again, I didn't really have the money for it, but I really wanted it. I bought the single one. It didn't come with a key accessory, which I specifically needed, which basically is a smaller one of these nipple guards. They have 3 sizes, a small, a medium and a large. You can't use it unless your nipple fits in the thing properly. The single breast pump only comes with the medium and the large size. It doesn't come with the small. You have to pay £25 if you want the small one. If you buy the double breast pump, it comes with all 3. If you buy the single, it only comes with the 2. I don't know why. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's absolutely ridiculous. I actually did phone up Elvie and say, you know, I bought your product, but I don't fit into the size that you've given me. Can you send me a free one, please? Because quite frankly, it's not fair. And they said, no, you have to buy it. And, you know, we did have a bit of an argument down the phone because it's, in some ways, sort of small boob shaming, because it's not fair on me that I've now got to spend £25 on something that is beyond my control. And obviously they said you can return the product if you haven't used it. It's like, well, obviously I've used it, because otherwise I wouldn't know I couldn't use it. So yeah, I did have to spend £25 on that. Again, I went through the Boots website to buy this stupid £25 product and got cash back again on Quidco. Not lots, but it's a bit of money back. It's one of my biggest gripes ever that they have the audacity to charge me £25 for something that is beyond my control. I cannot use it with the medium and the large nipple guard, so I have to buy the small one, and you're charging me £25 for it. They should sell them in sizes and not just bung the medium and large into the box and go, good luck. Again, on the other end of the spectrum, they only have 3 sizes. So if you don't fit in any of those 3 sizes, you can't use it. How are you to know which sizes you are? I don't know. They have measurements on the website. How are you meant to measure your nipple? I don't know. You have a newborn baby. The last thing you're going to be doing is whipping out a ruler and measuring your nipple. Not good enough. On a side note, if you were to buy the Medela breast pump, they have all sorts of variety of sizes, and they're easily accessible. There's lots of different sizes, and they're not millions of pounds. But the Medela one doesn't fit in your bra. That's the problem with it. Sorry for the rant. I get very, very cross with people robbing me blind, basically. And the next thing, honestly, this is like an anti-advert for the Elvie. The next thing with this is cleaning it. Again, I've shown you all the bits that come off. This here and this bit here. I don't know if I missed the memo somewhere, but you can't sterilise this in a electric steriliser in the microwave. We can, but it warps it. Mine has started to warp slightly, the plastic. Obviously you don't clean this electric bit, but this bit here has started to warp a little bit. I don't know if you can see, it's meant to be straight, and it's not. It works fine, but I have a friend who has it too, and she says her one had warped a lot more, so it was making a funny noise. Luckily, the customer service team that she dealt with sent her a new one, but they said to her on the phone that you shouldn't be using a hot steriliser, you should only be sterilising the parts of this in a cold steriliser. I didn't know what that was. I now know what a cold steriliser is, and I think they're actually easier to use. It's just use a Milton tablet inside a bucket, I don't know. So I think cold sterilisation is easy and it's not hard to do, but it's something where you're like, is that another thing on my kitchen counter? Along with everything else you might have. You know, it's something where I didn't factor that part into my routine was having to sterilise this in a completely different device to what I already had, which was an electric Tommy Tippy steriliser. Yes, so again, it's something where you're spending £250 on a product that doesn't fit into your daily average routine if you're not really using a cold steriliser. Yeah. Again, why they're not using plastic which can be used in hot sterilisers. I think my friend also said though, actually, that she only got a replacement nipple guard because it warped, because she was still in her warranty period, which I think is only like 90 days, which is again ludicrous. 90 days. So if you're out of that warranty period, would they not send you another one? Would they expect you to pay another £25 for the product? Something I'm not sure about, but something to think about, because 90 days again is this item cost me £250. Like, you can get like a fridge cheaper than that and get a better warranty. One of the selling points for the Elvie is that it is a silent breast pump. That is a lie. It is not silent. It is not silent. It is not silent. I cannot stress that enough. And then along with that, it says it's an invisible, you know, breast pump. You can wear it wherever, no one knows you're wearing it. Well, there's a problem with that. Again, I bought the single one. Last time I checked, if I wore one of these, I would look slightly odd, because obviously this is bigger than my boob. So therefore, it's not invisible. If you have a double one, then maybe. But again, this right here that's on. You can see that. It's not invisible. So with that and the noise it makes, it is not an invisible breast pump. Everyone will see you wearing it. If you've only got the one, then obviously it's not invisible. It can be seen, it can be heard, so that selling point is a big fat lie. Just another con, which is quite a random one. I really am frustrated at how they marketed the product, as well as obviously saying they're silent and can't see it and all that stuff, which obviously I've said is a load of rubbish. I don't like how they gave the product to social influencers to say how great it was. To be honest, the social influencers who I followed, who advertised this product, didn't breastfeed for very long, and so I don't think it's fair that you're giving out a breast pump for free to these guys who then say, yes, spend so much money on this product, it's amazing, it's amazing, it's amazing, but they didn't really use it enough to really warrant that it's not worth the money, and it's not fair, I don't think. I think that, you know, I know social influencers are there to advertise products, I get that, but I don't think they didn't give a true representation of the item, not at all. And then I guess the last con is really that, again, following on from the nipple guard bit, is that if you don't align your nipple exactly into the two lines here, it will leak. You have to be exact with it, which is, again, it's okay once you have the hang of it, you get the gist, you know where it's meant to be, you know how it works, it's fine. But it's also a bit of a pain in the ass, because obviously focusing so much on this, you've got a small person you're also looking after, so being a bit like, ooh, you know, like make sure that's lined up. And if it's not, there's been countless times I put it in my bra and used it and been like, is that even doing anything? I'm not sure. And then taken it off, and where I haven't been concentrating on it, it has leaked, which is obviously the last thing you want from a breast pump, because what is the point of a breast pump if the milk is just going to go all over you anyway? I may as well have not bothered with a breast pump. So yes, again, something where it's a good idea but hasn't been executed properly. And then obviously overall, like I mentioned before, the customer service, they were good when I emailed them about the app not working. They had a troubleshooting page just to shoot out to me, and it worked. But when I asked for help with the nipple guard not fitting me properly, all they kept saying on repeat was, you just have to buy a £25 new nipple shield, that's it. Every time, even though I said, you are literally small boob shaming me, essentially, they were like, yeah, well, you have to spend £25. Anyway, on to the pros, the very short pros list. Okay, so obviously the best thing about it is that it sits in your bra, you put it in your bra, and you can get along with your daily life. I personally can only wear it 15 minutes because it irritates me after that. But again, I have a friend who can wear it for like an hour and a half, and she's happy with it. I prefer to use it whilst I breastfeed because I feel like that makes more sense for my body. So I'm sitting down while I use it. It's literally just in my bra and I'm holding Ellis on the other side, and it does its job. I don't have to think about anything, which I really, really like. I had the Medela breast pump, and the first time I used it, I was surprised at the fact I had to hold it against me and hold the baby at the same time. I was just like, hold on a second, this is ridiculous. Why am I've got no hands. What is this about? I felt like I was some sort of animal being forced into feeding. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to hold and feed at the same time. So that's where this really comes into it. It is easy to use. Again, you literally just press on and then you press play and it gets going. Obviously, like I showed earlier, you literally just pull the bits apart. It's simple as that. There's no like random there's no random tubes. It's literally just, that is it. That is all you need for the breast pump, which is very convenient. The Medela breast pump, again, had a lot of stuff. Had a lot of stuff to it, which I couldn't be bothered to learn to use. It wasn't my favourite breast pump. People swear by the Medela, and maybe if this Elvie hadn't existed, I would have just stuck with the Medela and learned to love it, but I wasn't in the market for it. It just annoyed me. I didn't like holding it, nothing like that. The breast pump I recommend above all, if you are a new mum or if you're pregnant and expecting a baby soon, I recommend the Hacker breast pump. I'll put a picture of it here. I don't know if I mentioned it before. I highly recommend it if you are expecting, because it is incredible. All you do is suction it to your boob whilst you're breastfeeding. You suction it to your other boob and it catches all the let down milk from the other boob, and I used to get a lot of milk out of my other boob when I was breastfeeding Ellis. As your milk starts to stabilise as the baby gets older, you don't generally get much out of it anymore. So that's why I've stopped using it, moved on to the Elvie instead. But for the first few months, weeks, I highly recommend it. It is a godsend, and it's not expensive either. Highly recommend you get that. Please do get it if you are planning on breastfeeding, because it will change your life for the better, I promise. Would I buy the Elvie again? I'm not sure. The problem is that I am a sucker for laziness, and that's why I wanted the Elvie, because I didn't like holding the Medela pump against me. I thought it was a pain in the ass. I didn't realise I had to hold it against me. I thought, oh, I can just suction it on, but it didn't suction on. I had to hold it. I didn't want to do that, and this is why I really wanted this, because I didn't have to do anything. I just put it in my bra and could get on with my daily life. That's the only reason I like this pump, is because I don't have to worry about it. But the con list is so long that I wouldn't recommend it to someone else. If that makes any sense at all. I just think there's so many issues with it that I wouldn't want to recommend it, and someone wastes £250 on it and they hate it. Yeah, I think there is a new pump that's come out called the Willow. I haven't had any experience on it. I don't know if it's available in the UK, but I have seen it. So once competition for this comes out, these guys are going to have to really buck up their ideas, because realistically, £250 for this pump, don't waste your money on it. Really, don't waste your money. See if you can find one cheaper somewhere. See if you have any friends that are like selling theirs. I just don't think it's worth £250. I just can't get over the price of it. I never will. Like I've said, I can't get over the price of it. I think it's ludicrous. I think the people who make the product are robbers, basically. Daylight robbery, it really is. I can't believe how expensive it is. And yeah, I feel like I just ranted for God knows how long about the Elvie breast pump. Hope that made sense. I'm going to stop talking now. I will leave some links down below of the things I've recommended. If you do want the Elvie breast pump, obviously it does have its pros. If you have it already, it does have its pros. It's just got a lot of cons, but it will save you time. So it depends on what you prefer, the money or time. Depends what is your priority in life. But don't buy it until you have the baby, because for all you know, you may not like breastfeeding. You may find out that you are happy to hand express. I've got friends who are happily hand expressing without anything at all, just literally like a pump that you use by hand. So yeah, there are lots of other options, so try those first before you spend a fortune on this silly piece of plastic. Elvie, sort out your ideas. So that is my review. I'm sorry for ranting so much. It's just something I'm very passionate about. Every time I use the Elvie, I just think, oh God, it's something I use with bitterness, because I'm very frustrated by how I was treated, but as a customer, and how my bank feels after spending the money on it. And without that much happiness, to be honest. It's given me some happiness, not as much as I would have hoped from a product that costs that much money. Too expensive. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Sorry for ranting at you for God knows how long. Yeah, I promise I am a happy person. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.